Well, I'm flying weed. Anyway, it's obligatory to come to Tokoroa and crash an airplane, isn't it?
We appreciate your effort.
Right, I've cut another aluminium spar from a Venetian blind again, and I'm just going to fit it in here, stiffen the tail up, making sure, of course, to ensure the tail is straight before I let the glue go off. But it very definitely stiffens it this way, so what I'll do is I'll run another one right down the keel here, and that'll stiffen it up this way. Okay, time for more glue. I fitted a balsa elevator. I don't know that I'll bother with a rudder. I've already poked a red hot rod up there. I'll glue that in there like that. I'm going to have a servo in here, doing everything I can to keep the weight forward. Already cut it out, set that servo in there, and I'll bury another one of these in here like that. Great fun getting that in there, aren't I? Let's try and slide that in like that. Alright, so that's in. Jingo, that was... Goodness gracious me. Hopefully there's enough clearance in there for that servo arm to go backwards and forwards. Let me just try that out. Okay, we've got flight controls. Fantastic. There's a centre of gravity is way behind my marks, so I'm going to have to add a little ballast to the front here. That's a finished project. I've just got a little bit of tidying up to do along here, maybe a bit of paint or another sticker to cover that up, but we now have the CG in the right place. All the controls on board. Two-channel only, so it's going to be bank and yank. I'll put a little magnet on here, I think, to secure this. But in here, I've got a buck converter, which converts a single cell to 5 volts. A single 18650 battery, and a receiver. This is a FR Sky X4R, but what you can't see down in here is a single fishing sinker. There you go, single fishing lead sinker. And I melted a tiny little recess right there in the nose, and that's necessary to, even though I've got a battery right up there, to get the CG in the correct place. The only thing to do now is take it out somewhere and throw it and see how it goes. Anyway, I've been studying, spending more time actually looking at little glider conversions on YouTube and on the internet, and as near as I can tell visually anyway, I think this K-Mart thing is actually a little glider, even though the box says it's an Anco big foam glider. So maybe it's a knockoff copy. Who knows? Let's give it a throw. It's flight test time.
Is it damaged?
Yeah.
Oh. It's too windy. That was a nice landing.
Not enough wind.
Whoops, careful. I kind of don't think it's going to work somehow.
You don't think?
No. It just seems the design of it might be a bit not for this.
It's the designer that's faulty.
Well, I don't know.
Too much weed.
Not enough weed. Oh! Oh, shit.
Billy got you.
Whoa, oh, you might have something. Oh, no.
It's the pilot. It's the pilot that's faulty.
Oh, you're getting some leg work in. Perhaps you should send me down to get the plane. Oh!
Well, we crashed one more time. Might be in too great a wind strength, but anyway, what we've done is we've torn the wing completely in half. There's my the edge of my aluminium spar. You can just see it through there, and I've ripped the entire main wing completely off. Never mind.
It's broken.
All good fun. It's broken. We can go home now. It's broken. Alright, well, back at the workbench again. And we'll have a closer look at this glider. Obviously it's parted company in that dimension. So it might be appropriate to sort of reinforce along this trailing edge to prevent that from happening. The spar parted company right there. That surprised me because I didn't think you'd be able to pull that aluminium spar in half, so maybe that's a little bit too light. That's Venetian blind material, 0.2 millimeters. So maybe 0.5 millimeters would be the way to go. The spars in the aileron controls seem to have survived alright. I'm not worried about this ding in the wingtip. That was because she hit a wire fence. High tensile wire fences tend to don't tend to take too many prisoners. And the other little calamity is that parted company out of there. So it might be appropriate to some way reinforce that. Don't know quite how I'm going to do that yet. Of course, the other lesson to be learned is perhaps the kind of wind speed we were trying to fly in was just a whisker too great.
I guess he can just have satisfaction in the fact that this will never go on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be most comforting to him.